Oh, oh my god. Mister. Mistia. You gotta stop. Can you charge yourself for filling yourself up even though you're not in your own body? Can you prove that to the court of law, Mr. and Trish? Oh my god. There's always that trick when you wake up in someone else's body, especially if you're a guy and now you're a female. Of course, you can do some very interesting things. It's only natural. No, it just happens, man. When I was watching Your Name, I'm surprised the guy was a bit more experimental. But, they try to keep it clean. But I do remember on Scooby-Doo, the first live-action Scooby-Doo movie, when Fred was in Velma's body, and he was like, yeah, I got myself naked. It happens. It happens. So his pressure reaction is him filling Trish up and just wondering, hey, where did it go? And what are these? And just freaking out. Mista was in Trish's body. Trish was in Mista's body, complaining about the stench and the hairy knuckles, while Giorno was inside of Naruto's body, and Naruto was inside Giorno's body. And the only thing Naruto cared about was, hey, I'm still older than you. And that's all he cared about. And Polnareff is dead. His body is dead. However, his soul was still there. And the arrow was inside of Silver Chariot. Therefore, his body was switched with a turtle's body. Very interesting. And everybody else. So let's explain what just happened here. What happened here was the power of the Requiem. Chariot Requiem. It's no longer Silver Chariot. When you get hit by the arrow, as I said before, you gain stand. If you hit yourself by an arrow again with a strong desire and will, like Kira, you gain a new power. But you get to keep your previous powers. However, if your stand gets hit by the arrow, it becomes a completely different kind of stand. And that's what happens. So it's no longer the stand it used to be. It no longer has the previous powers. It's a different kind of power based on your true desire at the moment. Whatever desire you have the most is what the Requiem arrow would cause you to do. Very, very interesting. And before I get into that, I'm going to forget one more thing. Silly me is also caught up in the hilariousness and the amazingness of this Requiem stand. The opening. People wondering how we're going to do the openings. They always wonder how is Data Production are going to do the final episode openings. Every time when a JoJo saga is about to end, the openings are always different, Except for part 1 and 2, it was just sound effects. But with these openings, like part 3, it was Dio punning in, he's seeing the power of his stand, the world. Then he breaks the opening and he's walking around Jotaro. Then you have part 4 where Kira is reversing time and some other stuff happens. And this time you have the weird symbols and shapes that are on Doppio. And then you see him going forward, erasing time, forward around time. Go tired. Can't wait to rest after this. But that's pretty impressive. It's not as interesting as part 4. As much as people love part 3 with the CGI and Dio breaking the world, which was pretty cool, part 4 is still my favorite because it rewinds, it shows so much, so much symbolism. It's amazing. So much Easter eggs and all that stuff you would see in there. They're like, wow, I just love part 4. Part 5 is okay, but it's not one of my favorites. So with that being said, seeing the opening changing, it was pretty cool, but compared to part 3 and 4, this is the third best. The third best. No more than that when it comes to the special openings. And that's it. So it's at the bottom right now. Now back to the episode. Chariot Requiem's power now is the ability to pretty much switch everyone's souls. Everyone falls asleep, then the souls switch around. And now everyone's in different bodies. Criminals can become policemen become birds, people can become dogs, mothers become their children, and children become their mothers, as you've seen in this episode. With that being said, we have to be cautious of who was inside of Bruno's body and who was inside of Diavolo's body as well. Of course, it was, when we saw sticky fingers, we immediately automatically know it was Bruno. So where is Diavolo at now? Where he at? Who knows? He's around there somewhere. So this episode was more of explaining, I don't know why I said that, explaining how the arrow works. You get hit again by arrow, but only through Stan. You get a new form of Stan and power based on your desires, and you realize your fullest potential. And then we'll discover who was who and switch bodies, and that's pretty much it. Very entertaining. It was hilarious. The episode went by pretty fast, actually. I was sitting there just watching it and like, done like that. But nonetheless, I got my values worth of watching it. It was enjoyable. It's good, great information on what the stands can do and the power of the arrow. The more I learn about the arrows and stands, the more I'm fascinated on where the meteorites came from. It would have been nice if they did something like that in the future of JoJo. Explain where the meteorites came from to bring this kind of power. Like, we have the origins of the vampires, / Pillar Man. I'd like to know more origins about the arrows. That would be nice. So anyways, that's like that for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this very bizarre episode of JoJo. It was just crazy. So if you like this content and love my channel, help me out by like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit that bell icon to get notified every time I upload. Madcrownxox, signing out.